last question in this body section before we move on to the soul section.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of like the average person at home watching or listening. A lot of people have yet to start their fitness journey, right? We've talked about some ways to do that, but I believe in life, there's one thing that holds us back from everything that's on the other side. And oftentimes we know what the one thing is. Like we know what we have to do. It's like a guard at a gate. It's like that one thing is the guard, but everything else that you need is on the other side of that gate. So if you can get past the one thing, then you're on the way to greatness, to more, to growth, to everything. So what do we think that one thing is for most people? Do you think it is? And like, how can someone take a few steps to getting past that? You know what I mean?
So like speaking in terms of like their body goals, right?
Or just life in general. Yeah.
So I think the idea that like you can get things in short period of time, like short-term thinking, and then comparison to other people on like especially social media, right? Again, this is for social media in a way, right? So we tend to compare our situation to like other people's situation a lot, and then we usually get intimidated, but it should almost like inspire you in a way because like, hey, that's done, and like I want to be there, so you can get that too in a way. But I think the biggest hurdle that was for me personally, is getting overwhelmed with all the information. Getting overwhelmed with like, hey, this guy's already there. It's gonna take me forever to get there, or like, hey, I've been doing this for 6 months, still like nothing's happening, right? So taking a step back from all that and try to get small wins, right? I think that's right, like small win mindset and marathon mindset. Like those are two things. So like start where you can, right? So like I know that might sound cliche, yeah, bro. Like I can start right here, I can start here, but like start where you can get small wins, right? Like I was listening to something before too, and like reading somewhere where like say like you want to start working out, right? And like this again comes to the psychology of building habits, right? It was like they told the person, be like, hey, just go to the gym. Don't even work out. Just show up at the gym once a week.
Right. I heard something like this. Yes.
You heard something like that, right? So like that's a small win in that guy's mindset where like, hey, I actually showed up to the gym, and next week, like I'll show up to the gym again. Third week, I'll enter the gym and do 10 minutes of like skipping or something.
Sure.
Right? So like small wins. So start at small wins. In my opinion, like that's again coming back to like the working out and seeing like your reps going up week to week. Yeah. Reps or sets or whatever thing, right? Like so you're tracking some little things, and you're seeing a difference week to week basis, and that's a small win in your head. Right? So I think the biggest hurdle is like taking a step back, not taking a step back and looking at small wins instead of looking at the big picture right away and getting overwhelmed. Yeah. Like information overload in a sense, right? And like just quickly want to talk about some health stuff or like body in a way where we can all start, I think. I think sleep is really underrated right now, especially because like the whole mindset of like, yo, you gotta, 24 hours, you gotta hustle 20 hours, hustle 24. Culture. Hustle culture. You gotta grind really hard. You gotta do all this stuff in a day, right? And like we skip out on sleep, right? But sleep, like, man, like if that can be someone's anchor and like they stick with that, like how we have smoothies for anchors, and I'm sure we have sleep too. But if sleep can someone be like, if we prioritize sleep, like, hey, today's goal is to sleep 8 hours, right?
And not oversleep, because oversleep is just as bad
100%.
as undersleeping.
100%, right? So like sleeping in a way like can trigger a lot of these things, right? Once you have proper sleep, you just feel fresh. Like you wake up in the morning, I feel fresh today. Let's go for a walk. I feel fresh. Let's, so it can have that domino effect on people. Yeah. So sleep can be something that can trigger a lot of these things that we don't really think about. So small wins, get your sleep in, and then like second thing could be small win again, could be like a walk, right? Definitely. Or 10 pages of reading, right? So yeah, small wins.
Find what small wins work for each person, but sleep is a very general one.
100%. And like again, like take like life. Like I haven't lived much life in my opinion. Like so like speaking in life, like everyone's gonna have different experiences, different things. But yeah, like just based on what I've learned so far, man, like getting those small wins make you feel like, okay, I can head in this direction, and you feel like you're heading in the right direction, right?
I like that.
Yeah.